The topic of the modern selfie, as serious and academically inclined as it is, seems as ubiquitous as any other digital development of the modern age. Further, while highly reflective of the deeper pathos behind taking a picture of yourself, Topic 5 of envisioning the digital society seems to brush over the real-world history that this practice might involve. I feel it possible that uncovering this history may assist in finding deeper meanings behind the selfie, and in the process creating a complete and holistic understanding of the practice. To acquire a definitive origin story for the selfie, we travelled to Japan, circa 1983, to see the release of the Minolta Disc 7 camera. This diminutive handheld film camera featured a convex lens and an extendable telescopic stick attached to its underside in advertisement. Yes, the first ever selfie stick. The Minolta Disc 7 amalgamated two different phenomena of the time. First was Japanese kawaii culture, which at the time involved obsession with self-beautification among Japanese teens and young adults, generally in photography. Second was the classic self-portraiture as a practice, which hitherto was the practice of enterprising elderly Americans with cameras, but could now be utilised by self-referential Japanese youth to great effect. This invention triggered a slew of similar devices, from early Purakura photo booths for the monetization of said kawaii culture, to Game Boy cameras for young children, to even the first handheld smartphone cameras. However, selfies as a practice are generally considered to have not spread outside East Asian countries en masse until after the year 2000, following the creation of the social networking site MySpace. MySpace was the first port of call for selfie culture in Western countries, but was also the site of some of their small-scale cultural ebbs and flows. According to one Kate Loss writing for The New Yorker, when Facebook launched in 2004, it triggered a revolution against the selfie as a practice. In the case of MySpace, a selfie was an amateurish mirror picture, usually with obnoxious flash flare and off-putting filters. Users of Facebook, reveling in its professional layout and clean profile templates, began to reject such immature depictions. Even as platforms like Instagram and Snapchat slowly began to bring selfies back into the mainstream lens, I believe this dogma may have contributed to the turbulent rises and falls in acceptance that selfies seem to have experienced over time, especially given that Facebook remains such a dominant social media platform even today. This is the point where I feel some personal reflection is necessary. Here I choose to put aside celebrity group selfies at the Academy Awards or legal battles over pictures taken by monkeys and speak personally. I view the concept of a selfie as a natural progression of human technology related to our self-image as much as a mirror, or the canvas of a painting, or red ochre to draw on cave walls with. However, because selfies have become so ingrained with our modern digital society, roll credits, it is far more susceptible to analysis and criticism as only the internet can produce, particularly as a phenomenon productive of narcissism, fetishization, and general ignorance of the world around us in favour of ourselves. I'm not here to appraise or reject any of these viewpoints, but instead to present the history of the selfie, from their origins in cultural self-reference to their inextricable role in digital society, as being integral to discovering their deeper meaning,